Try these 10 potassium foods that fight high blood pressure. Although your body requires a certain amount of sodium to help maintain blood pressure, it also requires certain amounts of other minerals, such as potassium, to hold sodium levels in your body from getting too high. Some studies showed that taking 3,100 milligrams of potassium supplements every day for 3 weeks reduced systolic blood pressure by 6.9 points, and diastolic pressure by 2.5 points. Most of us get around 2,600 milligrams of potassium a day. However, it's advised that you include at least 3 servings of potassium-rich fruits and veggies like potatoes and bananas in your daily diet. Also take dairy products. 1 cup of milk, 244 grams, has around 366 milligrams of potassium. Nearly the same amount a banana has. Here are some of the top potassium-rich foods that fight high blood pressure. Tomatoes and tomato products. This is a rich source of potassium. For potassium intake, the size of a tomato influences the amount of potassium intake. A large tomato has 431 milligrams of potassium, and this gives almost 10% of the daily requirement. A medium-sized tomato will give 292 milligrams, and a small-sized one has 216 milligrams. You can take tomato juice in the morning as juice, or use tomato products such as tomato paste in preparation of food during dinner and lunch. Tomatoes can also be used in salads and sandwiches. Raisins and figs. Dried figs have high a concentration of calories and nutrients. About 2/3 cups of dried figs provide 680 milligrams of potassium. This is approximately 14% of the recommended intake. For raisins, 100 grams has about 749 milligrams of potassium. Potassium helps to reduce stroke risk and prevent osteoporosis, and also helps to reduce the risk of contracting calcium-containing kidney stones. Dried figs are also an excellent source of fiber, and raisins have a dense source of energy. Mangoes. A 330 grams mango, without refuse, provides close to 564.5 milligrams of potassium. Potassium is an electrolyte that maintains fluid balance and carries electricity throughout the body. The process makes the heart beat and also allows the muscles to contract normally. Potassium also allows the nerves to transmit messages to and from the brain. Mangoes can be eaten as fruit cuts or as juice in the morning and after meals. Brussels sprouts. A 78-gram Brussels sprout serving has an approximate 274 milligrams amount of potassium. This is roughly 5% RDA. Maintaining adequate amounts of potassium is important for the body as it plays a great role in cardiovascular and muscular system functioning. Women especially need to eat foods rich in potassium such as Brussels sprouts to prevent bone loss, which may lead to osteoporosis. The best way to eat them is as salads, or blanching and tossing them in olive oil. These are the best ways as the minerals are not lost while cooking. Eat them during dinner with other foods. 4 to 5 times a week is perfect. Winter squashes. These are healthy high potassium foods, since 1 cup of baked squash has 494 milligrams of potassium. This is another star in potassium levels. A cup of winter squashes is equivalent to 2 servings of vegetables. There are many varieties of winter squashes, but they are all handled the same way when it comes to cooking. The best way is to take them as a side dish during any dinner meal. Take at least 115 to 125 milligrams of winter squashes daily. Bananas. An average Chiquita banana has about 422 milligrams of potassium. This is a little less than half a gram. This makes the banana a healthy high potassium food, since it gives 13% of the daily recommended amount of potassium. The potassium in bananas help to stimulate muscles, cells and nerves, which reduces blood pressure as well as the risk of stroke. Take a banana in the morning as a fruit, smoothies, cream pies, or take them as banana salads. Sweet potatoes. A 5-inch sweet potato has 438 milligrams of potassium. A large cooked sweet potato with skin has more than 850 milligrams. Eating a sweet potato will boost the body's fluid balance, heart function and muscle contraction. It also prevents the chances of suffering from hypokalemia. Sweet potatoes are also potassium foods for high blood pressure. Baking sweet potatoes is the best way to eat, and ensure you do not peel off the skin. Eat medium-sized sweet potatoes 3 to 4 times a week. Lentils. Just like dried beans or peas, lentils are excellent potassium foods for high blood pressure. Eating lentils also help with proper heartbeat, and muscles to contract properly. 1 cup 198 grams boiled lentils has 730 milligrams of potassium. It is important to limit the level of potassium in the body, as it can cause irregular heartbeats or heart attack. For people with chronic kidney diseases, it is important to keep their intake level of food high and potassium low. Take foods that give more than 200 milligrams per serving. Lentils can be taken during dinner as a protein. Keep the servings low to avoid too much potassium in the body. Kale. A 100 gram of boiled, drained and slightly salted kale have 228 milligrams of potassium. The same amount of kale when raw contains 447 milligrams of potassium. Most of the potassium is lost in the boiling process. So the best way to cook kale so as to retain potassium is by steaming or stir-frying them. A small amount of kale servings provides between 5 and 10% of the daily requirements of potassium. Potassium helps to stabilize water levels in the body and also keeps sodium levels in check. It also improves the function of the nervous system. So eat kale as part of your main dish. They play the role of greens on the plate and are majorly used as vitamins. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, share with your friends. To watch more videos like this, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon.